Hello everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and today we are going to be learning how to work the bobble stitch. Traditionally the bobble stitch is abbreviated in written patterns with the letter B and O. Together it's lovely, it creates a little bit of texture and it's fun to work too. Traditionally it is worked on a foundation of single crochets or half double crochets. I have 2 rows of bobble here and they are separated by single crochet, and I have already done another row of single crochets. The only thing that you really need to remember whenever you're working bobble stitches, at the beginning anyways, is that you need to have multiples of 2 in your stitches. So this is a swatch of 22, and the reason for that is because it actually takes 2 full stitches to complete one bobble stitch. So we're just going to start off. To start, your first bobble is always going to be just a little bit different from your other bobbles that you will work. You will understand what I mean in just a minute. We are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is going to count as the first stitch in our grouping. I know that normally I preach to you guys that this stitch lives here and this is its home, but I also tell you unless a pattern or a stitch calls for it, and this stitch actually does call for it. So we are going to work right here into that space. You will yarn over and insert your hook, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 3 loops on your hook and you'll pull through 2. So that's the second stage. We need to do this 3 more times because we want 5 total stitches in here. So we will yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull back up, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them. So now we have 3 loops on the hook. And we have 3 stitches. 2 more times, yarn over, insert into that same stitch, yarn over and pull back up. We have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them. So now there's 4 loops on the hook, 4 stitches here, yarn over, and insert, yarn over, pull back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them. Now this is the stage that is different aside from starting with a chain 3. This is the part that is different. Every other bobble that you are going to work, you will end up with 6 loops on your hook. This one, we just end up with 5. It's the beginning. So we need to yarn over, and this can get tricky, but if you turn your hook downwards and pull up slightly, you should be able to zip your hook right through all 5 of these loops. If you can't and you just need to do 1 at a time, that's fine. Let's see if I can get it through all of them, and I did. Good job. So to finish this off, we need to go into this next stitch right there and work a single crochet. And that's your first bobble stitch. But it doesn't look too much like a bobble right now because it's inverted. Some people leave them inverted. I'm not a fan of that because I worked hard. I want the puff. All you have to do is just stick your finger behind it and it puffs right up. So let's do that again. Here's our next stitch. We are going to yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull up, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. That leaves us 3 loops on the hook. And we have 2 stitches worked here. Don't let this single crochet throw you off because that's in a different stitch. Right here we only have 2 stitches, so we need to do it 3 more times. So we will yarn over, if I can get my hands to work with me, insert, yarn over, pull up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them, and that leaves 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. And you can count down here, we have 1, 2, 3, whoa, see, even I did it. That's what I mean, is it's really super easy to get confused. So in this stitch, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in that stitch. Do you see that? It's super easy to get this single crochet confused in there. So we will yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull up, and that will leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them. So now we have 6 loops on the hook, whereas on our first bobble we had 5 loops on the hook. But every other bobble after the first one you will end up with 6. So this is the same, you yarn over and pull through all of them, and then single crochet into the next stitch. Pull this up, it's inverted, so we will poke it out with our finger, and there you go. That's the bobble stitch. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to finish off this row of bobbles, and then I'm going to come back and I am going to show you where the stitches are in top, because sometimes it can be really hard, and if you're a beginner when it comes to textured things like this, it can be super difficult. So keep watching if you need help with that. If not, thank you for watching. Okay, we're back. I am almost finished with my row of bobbles. It's ready here to be completed. I wanted to point out, you remember when I told you that you need to work in multiples of 2 because we need 2 stitches? We have to do the single crochet to finish off this bobble. At the beginning of this row for this single crochet, I did a chain 1. So it's a little bit hard to see, but it's right there. You're going to insert our hook and work a single crochet right there to finish it off. And there's our bobble. Now when it comes to working the next rows, oftentimes after textured stitches, it can be hard to see where you need to put your hook because it's not as clean as other stitches. So I wanted to do this little extra part for you guys to hopefully help you. I'm going to chain 1 up, and that chain is going to count as my first single crochet, which is what we ended on, a single crochet. Now looking at the top of this bobble, let me pull out my hook for a second. The top of this bobble, this stitch right there, come on yarn, get out of the way. That stitch right there, that's the top of the bobble, and that's where we're going to be looking for. Here's another one, right here. That's where we're going to work for bobbles. So I've chained 1, and I'm working single crochets. So I will insert my hook, grab the yarn, and work a single crochet. Now we know that we did a single crochet in between. See it? Insert there. Now we know that we have the bobble next. I hope the shadow isn't covering it too much for you guys. Oop, I grabbed a little bit of extra yarn that I didn't need to. See, that can be a problem. Let me try that insert, there we go. Pull through. And if you find that you're having problems, just slow down. It's not a race. We all work at our own speed. Working into the top of this bobble. And then the single crochet. And let's do one more bobble for you guys. See, it looks a whole lot different whenever you look at the top where it's single crochets. They're very uniform, you can see them, very easy to identify. These ones, not so much. But it's okay, just take your time and go slow and you will figure it out. That's the bobble stitch. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching.